Hello and welcome to Film Domain. I'm Dan Slentz from Real Tunes, the radio show all about the movies. Today's review is Toy Story 4, the next entry in Pixar's longest-running computer-animated adventure saga. Before we get started, thank you for checking out Film Domain, and be sure to subscribe and share this channel to help us grow, and check out Game Domain for our game-related content. Almost a decade after the events of Toy Story 3, it would seem like the story has finally come to a close. The toy collective that once belonged to Andy had successfully avoided the attic, the preschool, and the garbage dump to live with their new owner, Bonnie. All the familiar toy characters are safe and content with their new owner. Well, most of them. Woody, the cowboy, voiced by Tom Hanks, hasn't quite made the shift to being Bonnie's toy. More used to being the central hero of playtime, Woody can't handle the fact that he's not Bonnie's favorite toy, spending more time in the closet than out of it. He finds himself longing for something more, especially since we see during the Andy era that he did a lot of toy saving. Desperate to do anything for Bonnie, he soon discovers that Bonnie has created a toy herself to cope with going to kindergarten. The toy, made mostly from a spork, googie eyes, and pipe cleaners, is dubbed Forky, and he's alive and voiced by Tony Hale. Since Forky denies his existence as a toy, Woody takes to protecting the simple toy from trying to toss himself in the trash. That would be enough for a compelling story of Woody essentially adopting a child, but the story goes much deeper than that. As the adventure shifts to a road trip, Woody must come to terms with not only issues not being the lead hero, but learning to let go of trying to help everyone. This part of Woody, that has remained unresolved for the longest time, comes around in bringing a conclusion to the story of Bo Peep, voiced by Annie Potts. We last saw Bo Peep in Toy Story 2 and briefly mentioned about being gone in Toy Story 3. She returns in Toy Story 4 as a child-free toy, roaming the world as an adventurer. Woody could run off with her, but he not only has to think about Bonnie and Forky, but the evil doll of an antique store known as Gabby Gabby and voiced by Christina Hendricks. As with the best of Pixar productions, Toy Story 4 transports us to familiar but fantastic worlds. The Carnival of Toys Traverse looks like a mechanical metropolis from their perspective. The dusty spaces behind the shelves of the antique shop resemble that of noir-style alleyways with the dark lighting and narrow pathways. Even the RV that other toys spend most of the film within has a certain allure to its many spaces and gadgets. The story is certainly poignant and moving, but we must mention how the film is deeply hilarious as well. The majority of the laughs come from new additions to the cast. Providing great comedic chemistry is Key and Peele, voicing the Carnival Prize duo of Ducky and Bunny. But a comedy force all its own comes from Keanu Reeves, playing the Canadian stunt toy Duke Kaboom, getting in all the slapstick and exhausting the easy Canadian jokes. A glance at the plot of Toy Story 4, and one might be inclined to see it a little too focused on Woody, considering how little and intriguing the subplot is of Buzz Lightyear, voiced by Tim Allen, trying to find his inner voice. But this is what makes the film so great, embracing a more personal goodbye rather than an ensemble send-off in the previous film. With a greater focus, Toy Story 4 taps into something so deeply moving, it's not that surprising that you can hear Woody becoming deeply emotional in the stunningly moving climax. What it all amounts to is that Toy Story 4 is another masterpiece entry into what has proven to be the most perfect animated movie franchise ever, each film coming in with new ideas and brilliant stories to tell. Thanks for watching this video here on Film Domain. I'm Dan Slentz from Real Tunes, the radio show all about the movies. Let us know down in the comments below what you thought of today's video, and also tell us what you thought of Toy Story 4. Make sure that you leave a like in this video and subscribe to Film Domain and our main channel, Game Domain, as well. Be sure to please share this channel in any way you can to help us grow so we can spread our content to more people. Also, be sure to join our Discord, which is down in the description below. That Discord is going to be our hub for everything Game Domain and Film Domain, and you're welcome to join and talk about all your films and gaming passions and interests. We hope to see you there. Once again, thanks for watching Film Domain, and stay tuned for more great content.